المجتمع كله هينهض ازاي؟ لما كلنا نكون كويسين. المجتمع مش فرد واحد، مجموعة افراد. فلو كلنا عايشين حياة كريمة فهيبقى المجتمع كله.
مصر دي ان شاء الله محفوظة ومحفوظة من زمان السنين.
Welcome back. As we promised in our intro, we are going to tackle another very important topic, which is the launch of the National Alliance for Civil Development Action. To shed more light on this, we are very much delighted to be joined via phone by Mrs. Margarite Saroufim, Director for the Local Development Coptic Evangelical Organization for Social Services. A very good morning to you, Mrs. Saroufim.
Good morning. Good morning.
First, before going into the details of this alliance, its charter, and its even aims and targets, I'd like to know your comment or your vision regarding announcing the year 2022 as the year of civil society in Egypt.
Let me first thank and appreciate Mr. President Fattah al-Sisi for declaring that the year 2022 will be the year of civil society organization. Yeah. Actually, this is one of the important indications of the political leadership realization and the awareness of the role and the importance of civil society organization. And also, it's very encouraging for us as the people who are working in this field from a long time ago. So it's very important to see that the political leadership is really aware and encourage the people who are working in civil society organization after the long time of being, a little bit away from, the core of the political, a little bit of political awareness. But now we are in the core of his understanding and realization. Yeah. And this is very important for us.
Amen to that. And what about the Alliance for Civil Development Action? I mean, its targets, its aims, its charter, what's written on it, how it's going to boost and to enhance the role of the NGOs into our society?
You are talking about the Alliance. The new alliance, that's right?
Yes.
So this alliance is very important for us also because it's the time for being together as a civil society organization, to work together and to coordinate together. So it was one of our dreams from a long time ago to be able to come and be aware of each other more and to have a real opportunity to coordinate and to have synergy and, complementarity among ourselves. Mm-hmm. So we feel, each one of us of this alliance and who signed this charter, we feel that it's a good moment to, invest and take it seriously and highlight the synergy and the ability to coordinate to reach more and more of our people whom we are already established and founded for them.
Yes. And to what extent do you think that launching this alliance is going to help to implement on the ground or to reach on the ground all the targets of the presidential initiative Hayat Karima or Decent Life?
Number one, and this is very important, of course, many times we met before, but I think this time is different because we are going to plan together. So we will have like a master planning, and this master planning and master plan will, I'm sure, it has a place and room for each one of us and organize our efforts and our resources, especially in Hayat Karima initiative, because each one of us already has its work in the Hayat Karima initiative. But now when we are sitting in this round table and have this master plan together, so we understand what others they are doing, what are the successes of the others, and we build on these successes and even failures. So we learn from each other. So number one, planning is very important. Coordination, putting on the table all our specialty resources, all what we have from work. So this is a kind of pool and the bank for this kind of resources. So I'm sure putting this on the table and having this organization to organize our thinking and having the master plan is a kind of, the road for success and reaching a critical mass.
Then we are not going to waste more time or to waste efforts. We are going to save efforts. We are going to save our time. We are going to save our money, the financial resources, and we are going also to reach people far than we could even imagine. Because when it comes to Decent Life Initiative, we are talking about nearly 60 million Egyptians, the biggest in the world, the biggest initiative in the world of that kind. True?
Exactly. So maximizing the benefits and having a multiplier effect. So this is, I think it's a very important aim.
Yes, and I'd like to see the opportunity, since we do have the honor to have you via phone, Mrs. Margaret, to speak about volunteering. The culture of volunteering. How do you see it nowadays, particularly among our youth?
Telling you the truth, we have a very good youth and young people, but I think they required from us a lot of, attention, especially from the NGOs. So the NGOs are required to be environmentally encouraging and motivating for youth and young people to engage more in community and development work. So they have to be a platform for learning, for encouraging, play the catalyst role to engage more and more the young and youth, and they believe more in them because they are there and they have the power and they have really the willingness. So we have to work on that more and more.
But they respond.
And we have in our reality, for example, sales has more than 5,000 volunteers working in different areas in our comprehensive development.
This is what I wanted to hear, that do they respond positively for the awareness campaign, for the way you are directing their attention to the right track, to be integrated more into the society, to have a real role, to shoulder more responsibility, to know that they do have a hand in the sustainable development process Egypt is witnessing nowadays?
Exactly. The youth, they do have, we have, of course, different type of youth and different levels. So we have the very well-educated youth, and we can, of course, invest on that. We have a very encouraged youth to be part of the development and sustainable development.
Yeah.
And they do have skills. We have youth, they are very clever in technology and very good in campaigning and outreaching. The issue is that how can we be a platform to attract them more? So number one, they have to be informed. Number two, they have to be trained in the development and sustainable development work. Thirdly, we have to organize ourselves as an NGO to be able to organize them into our cycle of development.
And we promise that the role of media is going to be side by side your role, and we are going to follow up all your activities and efforts on the ground, because this is our duty, and you're right also. And this is the way, these are the comprehensive efforts which inshallah are going to achieve very tangible, successful steps on the ground.
Media for us is very important. So really we are appreciating so much your role.
Next time, inshallah, we are going to have a promise from you right now that you are going to be our guest live here in the studio to speak in more details about the NGO's efforts and how they are going to be boosted and enhanced in the near future, and how the efforts of the state and of the NGOs are going to be integrated together for the best interest of the Egyptian citizen.
Thank you, inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We were very much delighted to have with us via phone Mrs. Margarite Saroufim, the Director for Local Development Coptic Evangelical Organization for Social Services. And we were talking about this launch of the National Alliance for Civil Development Action, another step on the right track. This is New Egypt. This is the new Republic. Well, by this we come to the end of this episode of our breakfast show. You were in the company of my dear colleague Hala Hamalawi and myself, Nermeen Abdurrahman. Tomorrow is another day and another true. Many thanks for watching. Please stay tuned only on Nile TV International. And for more details, please log on to www.nileinternational.net. It's a goodbye for now.